Hi viewer, this is Team 11 of the DBMS course and we are here to present the web application which we created for the warehouse management. So let's start with the home page of the web application. We have the details of the warehouse, the motto which we have. We have different logins for the customer and the employees. So let's start with an employee. So we have three different types of employees, a manager, inventory manager, and a sales employee. So let's have a look at the functionalities of a manager. So the manager can add an employee. That is the most important one. So let's start with that. So I have defined a predefined set of values for a new employee which can be added over here. There are some fields like the employee ID, first name, date of birth, which are required fields. So you need to have a value entered for that. So as soon as I click on add, the employee gets added to the database. Now the manager can search for the same employee again using the employee ID, so he's able to see the complete details of that particular employee. Similarly, he will be able to delete that particular employee from the database. So once that is done, so when he tries to search for that employee again, it doesn't show up. So similarly, there's an option for updating an employee. This is very similar to the add employee option, just that you will be updating the values which are pre-existing in the database. The last option which he has is the view department. All he has to know is the department ID, and it shows up the type of the department, that is the department name, and the employee ID of the manager who is managing that particular department. So let's move on to the second kind of an employee, that is the inventory manager. So the inventory manager has these options, the most important one being adding a product. So I have a predefined set of values again for a new product with the product ID PI006 and the details of that particular product. So there are again some required fields which we have to enter in order to add a product to the database. So when you click on the add product, the product gets added to the inventory. So if you try to look for that particular product again, the details are shown up over here. Similarly, the inventory manager can delete that same product. So when that is done, and if you look for the same product ID again, it will not show up. So there's an update product option. This is similar to adding the product, just that you will be updating the product details like the expiry date or the price of the product or the discount on the product and so on. So let's move on to the third kind of an employee, that is the sales employee. So these are the functionalities which a sales employee has. Most of them very similar to the inventory manager. The one which is completely different or new is the place order option. So a sales employee can place an order on behalf of a customer. So all he has to know is the product ID which the customer wants to purchase and the customer ID which he will get from the customer, and he can place an order after that. I'll show you the similar functionality from the customer perspective as well. So from the customer perspective, we have two options for the customer. One is a guest customer option. When selected, it will show up all the products which are present in our warehouse. So he doesn't have to log in, and there is no functionality for a guest customer. He can just view the list of products which are available. For a customer who wants to buy products, if he is a new customer, he has to sign up. So I have a sample data for a new customer who's trying to sign up. The customer name is Tom, and these are the details which he has provided. So I sign up with this customer. The customer gets added to the database. So let's log in into the customer which we have created right now. So the customer name is Tom, and we'll enter the password. So over here, the customer will be able to see the list of products present in the warehouse. and also he will be able to see the previous orders which he has placed. So since he's a new customer, there is no previous order as such. So let's go ahead and place an order for him. So he remembers the product IDs and he just does a place order which shows the total amount over here. So let's add another product from the warehouse. So the total amount shows up over here. So when he goes back to his home page, both the orders are shown up over here. So when he logs in again, he will be able to see these orders, these two orders as his previous orders. So this is what a customer will be able to do. Similarly, a sales employee will be able to do the same for the customer using the customer ID. So apart from that, we have an about us page which defines our objective and the motto behind creating this application. We have the list of departments which we are handling right now. As soon as we add more departments, it will be added up over here. And we do also have a contact us page. If you have any feedback, just drop us an email over here. Thank you so much for watching the video.